Hi guys, Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. Very often we see a lot of information about what to do before an audition, how to prepare yourself for an audition, but we rarely think about what not to do before an audition. Then that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. First big no-no before an audition is do not rely on talent alone. Yes, of course, all of us are so talented and we think very highly of ourselves, even if we doubt ourselves sometimes. But you should not be convinced that you can just get up there and perform just like that. Even if you have a lot of training and a lot of experience, still you should take each audition very seriously. And no matter how talented you are, if you come completely unprepared, most likely you're gonna fail, and you don't want to take that chance, do you? So you need to take the time and study the script. Even if it's a last minute audition, still you're getting the script, right? And even if you don't have the time to memorize it, you still need to study it. You need to understand who your character is, what's the backstory. Even if all you get is a small paragraph or just a very small scene, you need to build up the character in your mind. Ideally, you should write a biography of the character and really just have a clear picture in your mind of where did the character come from, what are they wanting right now in this conversation, and where are they trying to go. In not relying on talent alone, I also mean things like getting enough sleep before an audition, arriving on time, having the time to prepare yourself before getting in that room if it's an in-person audition. I guess in this whole conversation, we're going to focus on in-person auditions. Yes, there are not that many of those these days, but if you're getting a callback, still you're going to have an in-person audition most of the time. Unless it's a very small project where they're just hiring off Zoom or off a virtual self-tape. The second don't is do not memorize the lines without understanding them. More often than not, when we don't have enough time to prepare, if we even get the time to memorize the lines, which you always should definitely aim for. And for me personally, for example, if I know the lines, I can always do such a better job in performing because it gives me the freedom of being the character without thinking of the next line. It really annoys me, to be honest, to have to read my lines when I'm there in front of the director or producer, especially if it's an in-person audition, right? So when you're memorizing the lines, you can't just memorize them like you did in college or high school when you just need to like know the words by heart. It's not nearly enough. If for an actor, a lot of the times it's better to have an understanding of what you're saying and reading your lines than memorizing them and just pow, pow, pow saying them without putting any emotion in and without really feeling your character. So when you're memorizing the lines, the step before should be really understanding what you're saying, why you're saying it, what's your goal, what the other person is saying to you, why you're reacting this way, how you're reacting. You don't have to, definitely do not plan out your reactions. This is another thing that I think is always a big mistake when you think, okay, here I'm going to be angry. No, no, no. If you do that, if you think of the feeling before actually feeling it, it's gone. There is no magic and there is no truthfulness. And that's always very visible to the audience. So understand your lines and only after that, memorize them and come prepared. A third don't is do not go to every single audition you're being called for. Yes, I understand if you're just in the beginning of your career, you're just starting out there, and if you get a request for an audition, you get excited, you want to do it. And it goes for both in-person and virtual auditions. Not every project is the project for you. Not every project is worth your time. If you're further down the line and you see that it's not paid well, let's say, it is something to think about. The amount of pay, then very important thing is safety. You should really check the background of the people, of the names that are mentioned there, the producer, the director, especially if you don't have an agent and you're searching for those jobs yourselves. It already means that you're getting these jobs off of platforms like Mendy or Backstage or Actors Access, and you always, in all of those cases, every single time, you have to do your own background check on those projects. It is, first of all, about your personal safety, and also it's about your career. You don't want to just get a role in a project that's gonna put a stain on your reputation, or especially if you're further down the line in your career, you don't want to do something that you're gonna regret later, or play the character that you might be seen as forever and ever. So choose wisely. Don't go for every single opportunity you get. And another thing that goes hand in hand with this point is when you actually go for it and you actually are auditioning, when you enter that room, you cannot ever think of this audition as something that you desperately need to get. Oh my gosh, this is my last chance. If I don't get this, it's the end of the world. You can't, if you get in there with that energy, you're gonna ruin everything, it's guaranteed. What you have to do is be in your mind convinced that when you're in that audition room, you're standing there in front of those people, you are the solution to their problem. You walk in there, you know your script, you know your lines, you're relaxed, and you are there to solve their problem because you believe that you're good for that role, you're good for that project. And those people are tired. Those people are annoyed that they've seen 300 people and every single one of them is wrong for that character. And here you are, and you are going to help them. Thanks to you being there, prepared and talented, they can go home earlier. They will make their money off of this project because you are going to do great. This is the type of self-confidence you need to have. Not just, random, I'm so talented, self-confidence, they should be happy I'm even there. Not like a stuck-up person. No, just a normal, logical thought process of, okay, I know what I'm doing, I'm good, I fit this role well, and I'm gonna help these guys out by just showing up. Okay? Number 4 on our don'ts list is don't wear the wrong outfit. Don't come to audition for an 18th century production wearing a crop top, okay? Or don't wear anything too revealing for actually any role. Just be presentable, wear something comfortable, something that suits your character, and something that's not gonna throw them off. Don't wear huge prints on your clothes. Don't wear super bright colors that are going to take all the attention away from your face. I'd say nothing too revealing, nothing too bright, nothing too baggy also, because I think that they still would want to see what your figure generally looks like. I don't mean to say that you have to wear tight clothes and show off, if you're women, like show off your curves and stuff, but they need to be able to understand your general posture and your approximate like weight, so that they can see if you actually fit the role. So don't be wearing anything too baggy, in my opinion. Something simple and something that suits the character and the setting and just the project itself. Our 5th point is don't copy other performances. Okay? No matter how much you like that thing Leonardo DiCaprio did in that one film, or what Margot Robbie did, you have to be yourself. It's a cliche thing to say, maybe be yourself, but in reality, it's exactly what you need to do. And I can't even put it in other words, because what they're looking for is you. They're not looking for Margot Robbie because they can hire her if they're looking for her. They want you. They need someone who will give life to this character, okay? And you are already so unique. You are a human with your feelings, with your facial expressions, with your features, with your posture, with the way you present yourself, with your talent, with your background, with your experiences, and that is enough. You are enough. You don't need to look around and try to copy somebody else. And it's important to understand that not everything that you want to copy will be better than what you could have done by yourself. Be confident enough in your own talent. Yes, maybe it's easier said than done, again, especially if you're in the beginning of your way. But if you are copying other people, you're never going to be them and you're not going to be you. So who are you? What are you even doing? And another reason for that, for not copying other people's performances, is it will already take away from the truthfulness of your performance and authenticity of your performance. Because what you're going to be doing, instead of being in the moment and feeling your lines and reacting to your reader or another person, another actor that you're doing the scene with, you're going to be thinking, your mind is going to be over there in that other actor's performance, and you'll be trying to copy it. You'll be basically wasting the moment and that amazing opportunity only because you think that some other actor does a better job or knows better than you. Really, don't do that, because 10 out of 10 times it's going to wreck your performance, trust me. I suggest keeping this one little thought in mind, and it really helps me out a lot, especially it helped me out on set when I had to do a very difficult scene and I didn't have enough time to like gather my thoughts because there was all this commotion about like a close-up take, and I just didn't have enough time to gather my thoughts. Saying to yourself, I know what I'm doing. Somehow for me it works like magic. when I'm doubting myself, when I'm scared, when I'm nervous, when I'm anxious, saying I know what I'm doing really grounds me and gives me confidence and makes me feel like a grown-up that I actually am. So I suggest you use that little tip, and may it help you too. And this brings us to our honorable mention. Don't panic, okay? You're here at this audition because you're good, okay? It means that whoever was looking at your profile, at your headshot or your demo reel, already thinks you're good, okay? You're already good enough for this role. What it comes to now, apart from your actual performance, is their vision, the director's vision. Maybe you won't get this role. And a lot of the times you won't because of a million reasons that you cannot control. And you all you can do is just come and do your best, right? There is no need to panic, relinquish control, and just let the situation be, okay? Because not everything at this audition depends on you, and a lot of it doesn't, okay? So really, if you think about it, there is no need to panic, okay? These people are not giving out medals. If you don't get the role, it doesn't mean you're bad. You're a bad actor. If that other girl gets the role and you don't, it doesn't mean that they are good and you're bad. Life is not black and white, okay? So you can relax and just come as yourself, prepared, calm, and there to have fun, okay? Don't forget to have fun, because that's what it's all about. You're doing what you love. You've been called in for this audition. You now have this amazing opportunity to practice your craft, to perform, to have fun, to meet new people. So do just that, okay? Have fun and good luck at every single one of your future auditions. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.